Today is your opportunity to celebrate the amazing achievements of the graduates you're here to support. Whilst we ask you to remain seated as the graduates cross the platform, we do want to encourage you to celebrate their success and, of course, reward the hard work that you've been involved into gaining an academic award. So please, during the ceremony, don't be shy. Cheering, clapping, whooping and hollering is absolutely permitted, no matter where you're sitting. I can see you up there. So shall we have a practice? I appreciate it's early in the morning, but yesterday's audiences were really good, so the bar is high. Okay, so after 3, we're going to give a big cheer for the class of 2024, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Did you do it? I think we can do slightly better than that, actually. I think I can tell that you're the kind of audience. You're so much better than last week. So let's do it again. After 3, for the class of 20 graduates, you can take part in this. This is your day. Come on, raise the roof on this historic building. So after 3, big cheer. 1, 2, 3. Very, very pleased with that. The platform party's just outside, so they'll be terrified now. So now, I invite you to look around this amazing venue and see the results of the artistic heritage of the potteries. It's beautiful. And then afterwards, we're going to take you back to the Catalyst, our brand new digital building on campus, where you have the opportunity to enjoy yourself at the post-ceremony reception. What's going to happen at the end of the ceremony is we'd ask all graduates and guests to stand as the platform party leaves the ceremony hall. And once the platform party have left, graduates, you'll follow on. Guests, please remain in your seats until all the graduates have left the hall. You'll then be able to board the waiting coaches and we'll take you back to the Catalyst where light refreshments will be served and you can carry on to take lots of selfies and celebrate as you wish. Please keep your tickets safe because you'll need these to claim your refreshments. Now, without further ado, let's enjoy one of the most memorable days in the lives of our graduates. We're going to begin the ceremony. Please would you stand as we welcome the platform party. I invite the Chancellor, Major Levison Wood, to deliver the opening address.
I declare that the Convocation of the University of Staffordshire 2024 is now assembled. Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, colleagues from around the university, graduands and friends. As Chancellor, I welcome you all on this incredibly special occasion, a celebration of achievement for our class of 2024. Today, we mark the success of graduands from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, and the Departments of Psychology and the Institute of Education. We also welcome graduating students from our education partners, Sherwood Psychotherapy Training Institute. And today, we welcome to the ceremony Jasmine Sawyers, who will be receiving our university's highest honour, becoming Honorary Doctorate of the University. Jasmine is an exceptional talent and is constantly proving herself as an Olympic athlete and British record holder, as a TV presenter, singer-songwriter, and an ambassador for women. We warmly welcome Jasmine and her family today. Graduands, today is all about you, what you've achieved, how far you've come, and what you may have overcome to be here. Today, you make history as the final cohort to have completed your awards at Staffordshire University. Although we've recently announced our transition to become the University of Staffordshire, your degree certificates are issued in the name of Staffordshire University, the institution that you signed up to and put your trust in, and we thank you for doing so. Whilst we're on the subject of thanks, I also want to acknowledge the university staff who work so tirelessly to support you and drive academic excellence. Your hard work and dedication are the backbone of this university. And let us not forget your families and friends who have encouraged you throughout and are here with you to help you to celebrate this milestone moment. As a university, we pride ourselves on our talented students, and here is just a taster. You'll soon be hearing from our student speaker, Kai Brown, who graduates today with an MSc in psychology. Kai is a great advocate for inclusivity and a great ambassador for our university. Special mention also goes to Olivia Osborne, who delivered the student speech when graduating last year with a first-class psychology and child development degree. She has been awarded a distinction in her MSc Health Psychology and has been offered a full-time position as an assistant psychology with Midlands Psychology. The university recently saw its education courses ranked 5th in the UK in the Guardian University Guide 2025 even, which topped off a successful year for the Institute of Education. Our teacher training provision also received a good Ofsted, recognising that our trainees are well prepared to teach and that we're providing high-quality academic and pastoral support. The inspectors noted a commitment to develop teachers who understand how education can improve and enhance pupils' lives. The training is very much part of a community-centred partnership that reflects local need. There are many more of you who are graduating today who will go on to prove your worth to future employers and make a positive impact around those you today. I'm sure that you'll take what you've learned and join the thousands of alumni who are helping to transform their industries, sectors, and society. Know that you graduate from a university which continues to evolve, developing graduates to fulfill their potential and take on the jobs of tomorrow. Ours is a university which is focused on being a catalyst for change in the region, a university committed to next-level learning that builds skills and transforms lives. We believe in supporting our students to succeed and leading them through the doors that matter to them. And this is a key reason why we are ranked 2nd in the UK for quality education in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings of 2024. One of our university's values is to be curious and daring. In my own student days, I wrote my dissertation on the historical Grand Tour and was so inspired that after my own graduation day, I embarked on an overland adventure that would change my life. Back in 2004, I hitchhiked from England to India via Russia, Iran, Afghanistan, and Pakistan on the remnants of my student loan. It was a formative journey that marked the start of a career in exploration. Since then, I've been fortunate to travel to over 120 countries and been on many incredible expeditions. From 9 months walking the length of the River Nile to trekking over 2,000 miles over the Himalayas. But it was in growing up right here that I found my inspiration and learned the lessons I needed to then explore the world. In the crags of the Staffordshire moorlands, I discovered a lifelong love for the great outdoors. And it was here in Stoke-on-Trent that I learned that every day can be an adventure if only you go in search of it. So I want you to encourage you all to be daring and bold and to never give up on your dreams, but also to remember that dreams don't come easy. Because despite careful planning, most of my own expeditions came together only after multiple setbacks. When I first set out to walk the length of the River Nile in 2013, almost everyone told me that it wasn't possible and that I would not succeed. My first book, Eastern Horizons, about that formative hitchhiking journey to India, was rejected by every publisher I sent it to, and it was only 13 years after the journey in 2017 that it finally got published. And when I pitched the idea of an expedition around Arabia to the powers that be in television, they all told me that it was too dangerous and that no one would watch it. So I set up my own production company and did it myself, and it's ended up being nominated for the best documentary on British TV. So no matter the amount of no's, it's important that you're not deterred. If you really believe in something, then trust your instincts and go for it. For me, being curious and daring means becoming a student of the world. My experiences have taught me the importance of embracing challenges, seeking new perspectives, and having resilience. Values that I believe are fundamental to both exploration and education. So as new graduates of this university, I encourage you to be true to yourselves. I wish you well on the next leg of your own personal journey, and I hope that you thoroughly enjoy this graduation. So honoured guests, please be upstanding and welcome our class of 2024.
I invite the Head of Department from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, Kerry Sudren, to present the graduates from the Department of Psychology.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you those students within the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology who have gained the following awards. The Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is an award delivered in partnership with local NHS trusts. The award confers eligibility to register with the Health and Care Professions Council and charter as a practitioner psychologist with the British Psychological Society. For work including research on emotional experiences and well-being of administrative staff working in forensic mental health services, the award of Professional Doctorate Clinical Psychology is awarded to Esme Elizabeth Belcher. For work including research on UK veterans' experience of preparedness and the COVID-19 pandemic, the award of Professional Doctorate Clinical Psychology is awarded to Jessica Ellen Boyle. For work including research on burnout in UK general practitioners in the COVID-19 aftermath, the award of Professional Doctorate of Clinical Psychology is awarded to Ruxar Books. For work including research on residential support workers' perceptions of their role in an antherapeutic setting, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Kate Elizabeth Cudmore. For work including research on perceptions of adventurous play in primary caregivers of children with anxiety, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Amy Louise Finney. For work including research on the role of hope in those recovering from an acquired brain injury, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Emily Louise Hemming. For work including research on psychological predictors of Greek and Greek Cypriot migrant well-being, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Eleni Cortido Sextu. For work including research on childhood trauma and hearing voices, the role of dissociation and cognitive inhibition, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Stephen Anthony Lovett. For work including research on hours of video gaming as a predictor of differences in depression, anxiety and cognitive flexibility, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Robert Christopher McGrath. For work including research on foster carers' experiences of dyadic development psychotherapy, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Amy Murphy. For work including research on childhood trauma and social cognition in sexual offenders, the award of Professional Doctorate is awarded to Molly Rose O'Riordan. For work including research on first-time fathers' emotional well-being, the role of father involvement and intergenerational father relationships on postnatal depressive symptoms, the award of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Muzammal Rahman. For work including research on exploring the psychological impact of working during the COVID-19 pandemic on UK healthcare workers, the award of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Leonie Royce. For work including research on the experiences of delivering individual cognitive stimulation therapy for informal dementia caregivers, the award of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Gemma Helen Ryan. For work including research on the relationship between self-compassion, attitudes to aging, anxiety, depression and loneliness in older adults who live alone in the UK, the award of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Rosemary Eleanor Sibley. For work including research on the experiences of young men who engaged in self-harm during adolescence and help-seeking behaviours, the award of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Callum James Traynor. For work including research on the experience of being a male family member of a person in a prolonged disorder of consciousness, the award of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Connor Watkins. Master's degree in Foundations of Clinical Psychology, Heidi Lauren Ellis. Master's degree in health psychology, Alicia Anastasia Brindley. Bethan Ann Corns. David Baden Dutchman. Libby Jane Kelsey. Jacob Lambert. Emma Lewis. Carolina Maria Majerovic. Olivia Louise Osborne. Blanca Estela Perez Ramos. Emily Price. Sophie Price Davies. Casper Douglas Pullin. Abigail Jean Purdy. Ellie Witter. Nathan Lewis Williams. Amy Jane Willis. Master's degree in integrative psychotherapy, Eleanor Sarah Conferring. Rosemary Sarah Ecott. Antonia Christina Hill. Rebecca Hullett. Shona Margaret Lowe. Charlotte Louise Mathis. Priya Kaur Samri. Matthew James Stainer. Shana Thanabalasingham. Master's degree in person-centered and experiential psychotherapy, Clara Alice Brooks. Andrea Dawn Gillard. Laura Stephanie Woodhouse. Master's degree in psychology, Afia Bua Afriye. Samuel Albert Ball. Sophie Bellwood. Kai Brown. Bethany Lorna Davies. Becky Jodie Daisy Hazelgrove. Thomas Holford. Agnes Lelkish. Karen Margaret Round. Master's degree in psychotherapeutic counsellor, Marta Iyanuulua Adeyinka. Louise Elizabeth Allen. Maria Jesus Broad. Charlotte McGilligan. Laura Jane Morgan. Dallas Grace Nash. Nato Chindino Onwuzurambu. Rebecca Jade Peartree. Tia Richards. Ryan James Timmis. Dion Wright. Aksa Yakub. Postgraduate Diploma in Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, Jasmine Adams. Charlotte Bennett. Daniel Jordan Bridgewood. James Eaton. Benjamin Ewins. Sian Victoria Friend. Louise Harvey. Kieran Matthew Hill. Sharon James Webley. Lynette Jessup. Halima Ravat. Postgraduate Diploma in Integrative Psychotherapy, Elena Lucy Hulme. Postgraduate Diploma in Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Deborah Patricia McMullen. Bachelor's Degree in Counsellor, Ava Bianco. Gemma Amy Bigwood. Angela Burgess. Lindsay Ann Craig. Sharon Haddon. Kathleen Victoria Hardman. Louisa Johnson. David Lewis. Emma Liddle. Hannah Millard. Samantha O'Neill. Laura Palmeria. Amira Patel. Carolyn Ruth Wales. Celtic Wally. Bachelor's degree in Counselling and Psychotherapy, Kerry Elspeth Atkins. Jonathan Allen Banks. Denise Elizabeth Bourne Taylor. Nicole Lucy Denty. Jasbir Kaur Dosanjh. Runel Sylvia Edwards. Tara Lee Foreman. David Benedict Gallagher. Tomasz Gorva. Kaya Lucy Greenaway Chatterton. Gemma Greenbank. Rebecca Ann Harris. Claire Louise Harrison. James David Hodgkinson. Caroline Jane Hughes. Hannah Catherine Lacey. Elizabeth Claire Lawrenson. Emma Louise Mason. Melanie Claire Meek. Russell John Moses. Nicola Olivier. Catherine Ann Pinder. Andrew Poxon. Leah Preston. Lisa Jane Summerfield. Katie Hannah Taylor. Jenna Crystal Wall. Bachelor's degree in Counselling Children and Young People, Kirsten Brooks. Anna Cook. Emma Darcy. Amy Rose Dunn. Andrew Stephen Thompson. Stephanie Jane Williams. Bachelor's degree in Forensic Psychology, Natalia Bednash. Caitlin Annalise Webb. Bachelor's degree in Psychological Studies, James Everett. Eden May Petty. Bachelor's degree in Psychology, Neve Hannah Howarth. Jaskaran Singh Kang. Jade Lee Turner. Bachelor's degree in Psychology and Criminology, Abigail Marie Puskowska. Foundation degree in Counselling, Tina Berghall. Rebecca Catherine Myers. Sean Unsworth. University Professional Diploma Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Brendan Joseph Davies. Sarah Isaacs. Sidra Yunus. Master's degree in Foundations of Clinical Psychology, Liam Alfie Edwards. Postgraduate Diploma in Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Zoe May Bishop. Bachelor's degree in Counselling, Emily Rebecca Corley. Bachelor's degree in Counselling, Anne O'Connor. Professional Diploma Psychotherapeutic Counselling, David Wilkes. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the awards from School of Health Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology.
I invite the Executive Dean from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, Mike Phillips, to deliver the citation for the Honorary Award of Doctor of the University for Jasmine Sawyers.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, graduands and guests, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Jasmine Sawyers for the award of Honorary Doctor of the University. Olympic athlete, TV presenter and songwriter, Jasmine has numerous talents and excels at all of them. She is also a brilliant ambassador for her home city of Stoke-on-Trent. The British indoor record holder for the long jump and a 5-time national champion, she began her sporting life as a gymnast aged just 4. At 10, she started taking part in athletics events at school. Jasmine from Trentham joined City of Stoke-on-Trent AC and made her first international appearances in the 2011 World Youth Championships. That same year, she won gold medals for the long jump and 100-metre relay at the Commonwealth Youth Games. A year later, she picked up a silver in the Winter Youth Olympics as part of the bobsleigh team. Her medal haul has grown steadily. She won her first major senior title at the 2023 European Indoor Championships. Jasmine has also overcome adversity. In April this year, she announced she'd undergone surgery after rupturing the Achilles on her takeoff leg. Although she couldn't compete in the Paris Olympics, she was a BBC commentator for the Games. It's just one of the many examples of her diverse skill set. A law graduate from Bristol University, she is also a talented singer-songwriter. In 2017, she appeared on The Voice, where she was chosen to be coached by will.i.am. She later joined forces with Britain's Got Talent winner Tokyo Myers to record the official anthem for the Commonwealth Games. Their version of Jerusalem featured a 54-piece orchestra and choir. Jasmine has appeared in commercials for Olay and fits her work as a TV sports presenter round her training schedule. She has campaigned for the Young Women's Trust to help unlock female potential and is a passionate advocate for menstrual health and removing period barriers for women in sport. Jasmine is also an ambassador for Right to Play, which helps vulnerable children to overcome the effects of war, poverty, and disease around the world through play. She is being recognised today for her exceptional talent as an athlete and for being an inspirational role model for young people everywhere. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting Jasmine Sawyers for the award of Honorary Doctor of the University.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, staff, distinguished guests, graduates, friends and family. What an honour for me to stand here in my home city speaking to all of you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so proud to be from Staffordshire and this means the world to me. Before anything else, I'd like to congratulate all the graduates today. What you have achieved is not to be understated. I'm not going to talk to you about hard work, because I think to have earned the right to cross the stage today, every one of you knows what that looks and feels like. Instead, I want to share something that I've learned to be more valuable than I ever expected. Something that's generally discouraged in the world of Olympic sport, and that is deliberately veering from your number one goal. From a young age, many of us have been taught to aim high. And I agree with the sentiment. Aiming high in whatever field you're in is certainly a useful thing to do. Essential, I believe, if you're to eventually get where you're trying to go. But something we aren't taught enough is to aim wide. Let me explain what I mean. I'm not saying to lower your goals in one area in order to accommodate some other modest goal in another. I'm saying to aim as high as you can bear in both. Or in 3 or 4. We routinely underestimate our capacity to succeed in multiple unrelated areas. And in my experience, those who aim both high and wide are happier and indeed more successful, whether you consider those two things to be one and the same or not. In case nobody has ever said this to you, I would like to. You are allowed to have huge, unrealistic, delusional goals in more than one thing. Personally, I think you should. It's how I got here. I want to tell you about my last year as a professional athlete. Last year, I hit a goal that I've been chasing for a decade. It was a huge milestone for me, and one that many in my sport considered out of my reach. I jumped 7 meters, which, as a female long jumper, is a magic number. It was the distance that had won gold at the previous Olympics, and a distance that's failed to make the podium only once during my entire career. 10 years into being a professional athlete, I finally felt ready to win the Olympic medal I'd always dreamed of. Everything was pointing towards Paris. And all my preparation for that was going exactly to plan until April this year. In a completely unpredictable training accident, I suffered a full rupture of my Achilles tendon on my takeoff leg. With a 12 to 14-month full recovery and the Olympic Games only 4 months away, my 2024 Olympic dream disappeared. Or at least one of them did. Because throughout my time as an athlete, I'd also taken time to pursue another goal of mine, broadcasting. I'd spent time interviewing, filming, presenting, and commentating. Time that many thought I ought to have spent just focusing on jumping. But jumping for gold at the Olympics was never my only dream. I've also dreamed of broadcasting one. So, when one dream slipped away, another stepped forward. And because I'd spent so much time working on another part of myself, I had the opportunity to commentate at this year's Olympics and grabbed it with both hands. What could have been the most devastating and miserable year of my life, because I was denied the chance to hit my goal, instead became an opportunity to hit another one. These types of things can only happen when you aim wide. One of the most fun aiming wide success stories I have is my time on Team will.i.am on the TV show The Voice. Singing is a seemingly unlikely side quest for a professional athlete, but one that made perfect sense to me. I've been able to take my love for music to stages all around the world because I was encouraged to nurture every passion I had all at once, even if they didn't make sense together. Which is why I want to pass that encouragement on to you. I say all this because I know, as you do, that things won't always go your way. But if your way is actually 6 different paths, you might be able to play the system. The things I have already achieved have granted me the honor of standing here with you, but understand that, like you, I am in the middle of my story. I've hit some huge goals, but I haven't got my Olympic medal yet. And you have hit a huge milestone today. But this is not your finish line. You have so much more to give, in areas you know about and already work towards, and in so many that you haven't even considered yet. You can aim for all of it. And you can reach so much more than the world would have you believe. For wanting to succeed in many different areas, you are not greedy. You are multifaceted. For splitting your time between academic, creative, and physical pursuits, you are not unfocused. You are versatile. And when you reach roadblocks in the thing that you want most, do not turn back. Turn sideways and take one of the other roads that you have built for yourself. Congratulations once again, and thank you so much for listening.
I invite the course director from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, Dr. Duncan Hindmarch, to present the graduands from the Institute of Education.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present the graduands within the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Institute of Education, who have gained the following awards. Master's Degree in Education, Abigail Tony Allen. Anne Francis Andronov. Beverly Beach Daly. Simon Jamie Catton. Benjamin David Hallam. Rachel Margaret Hay. Sarah Hedworth. Catherine Hulse. Rachel Jordan. Nicola Lockett. Peter John Reynolds. Dan William Sandy. Dawn Marie Sharman. Olivia Taylor. Hannah Felice Thompson. Stephen Anthony Tonks. Adam Stephen Walthouse. Andrew Whelan. Rebecca Ann Wright. Postgraduate Certificate in Education, General, Joshua Bancroft. Postgraduate Certificate in Higher and Professional Education, Marouj Al-Jamin. Catherine Rose Brock. James Robert Allen Campbell. Kate Elkin. Jacob Joseph Finney. Jenna Hewitt. Emma Catherine Hodgkinson. Stephanie Jane Horrocks. Lisa Jones. Josep Ortiz Beltran. Sarah Paget. Colin Rushton. David Wheel. Miriam Chiraz Zuzu. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the awards from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, from the Institute of Education.
I now invite Kai Brown, a graduating student from the class of 2024, to the platform to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the graduating cohort.
Hey, hello. Graduates, guests and platform party, it is with great honour that I sit before you today to reflect upon our time together at the newly christened University of Staffordshire. Despite being some of the last students to graduate under the name of Staffordshire University, we are the latest in a line of students stretching back to 1914, when the Cadman Building first opened its doors as the Central School of Science and Technology. Many of the things that I love most about the university today, such as the integration of the arts and the sciences, the practical, forward-thinking and exploratory outlook of our staff, and our deep ties to the local community, can be traced back through its 110 years of history. The Burrito Bar, located in Beacon Building, is admittedly a more contemporary addition. It has not always been easy, but our institution has adapted to the times in radical and unexpected ways, whilst keeping its core values intact. Perhaps this is one reason that I have come to relate to and respect the university so greatly. I have also spent my life in the Potteries, studying as a teenager at the City of Stoke-on-Trent sixth form, then in Fenton. I've come a long way since those days, roughly 0.6 miles according to Google Maps. I loved spending my time in nature, and so naturally I attained degrees, experience and postgraduate qualifications in geology, environmental science and conservation biology to set myself up for a career of rugged outdoor field studies, roughly in time to be told that I would be spending the rest of my life in a wheelchair. As annoying as this was, it forced me to reflect upon my own strengths and weaknesses and to think outside of the box in order to find a way forward. I'm graduating today with a Master's in Psychology, a subject that I would never previously have considered studying, which has nonetheless proven far more interesting and fulfilling than anything I've formerly encountered. If you look above the entrance to the Cadman Building today, you will see some beautiful brickwork depicting pottery workers and miners. These two industries were as integral to the local area as oatcakes, and by the 1970s, North Staffordshire Polytechnic, as it was then known, was acclaimed for its mining department. Without going into great historical detail, this department closed in the mid-1980s alongside most of the local coal mines. Yet in 1992, the Polytechnic had become Staffordshire University, leaning into its expertise in international relations and computing, whilst expanding its science curriculum and modernising its arts and ceramics programs. Our modern university owes its unique courses and character to this fraught and difficult history, taking it to places inconceivable all those years ago. Its story of adaptation and survival is an important one, offering us all a lesson in these uncertain modern times. I'm sure we all have our own fantastic stories about our time here at Staffs. Over the last 2 years, I have learned why reading manga might make you a better illustrator, completed a dissertation investigating the way one's connection to the natural world influences one's belief in ghosts, aliens, fairies, witches and Bigfoot, Yes, I did a very, very practical dissertation. Thoroughly enjoyed the films, animations, fine art, and sculptures on display at the annual Graduate Expos, and underwent an extremely psychedelic virtual reality simulation of a therapeutic mushroom-based hallucination. Thank you, Aggie. But the most special thing about Staffs is our wonderful, diverse, and welcoming community. And many of my favorite memories made here are simply times sat in the cafe or students' union with my friends. Needless to say, I will miss this place severely, at least until I return as a PhD student in January. Things won't stay the same, but that is not always such a bad thing. Now, there is no other way that I can end this speech other than to thank each and every person that has made the University of Staffordshire, or Staffs University as we knew it, such a fantastic place to study over our time here together, whether they are with us here today or elsewhere. The cleaners, IT support, librarians, catering staff, coach people, admin, PR, union officers, lab technicians, bar staff, inclusivity team, and everybody else I don't have time to mention. And of course, the excellent heart, and I suppose more literally, the brain of our community, our fantastic lecturing and academic staff. You have encouraged us to be curious and daring in our pursuit of success, and our ambition has been fueled by your inspirational approach to education and research. Every graduate in this hall has been affected by your passion, patience, and guidance. You are a big part of why we are proud to be Staffs, and we will carry that legacy with us for a lifetime. So please, a round of applause for our amazing lecturers, technical and support staff. Let's make as much noise as we can to show our appreciation.
I now invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Martin Jones, to deliver the closing remarks.
How would you follow that in a wonderful ceremony? I'll have a go. Graduates, it's a better word than graduands, isn't it? Graduates, huge congratulations to each and every one of you in this room right now. Be proud of what you achieved, be extremely proud indeed. As your Vice-Chancellor, it fills me with enormous pride to see you across the stage and to think about the amount of talent and opportunity in this spectacular King's Hall right now. At this point in proceedings, it's usual for me to make reference to the remarkable people from Staffordshire who've achieved great things like you, because just across the road from here, the King's Hall in Stoke Minster, is the memorial to our famous potter, Josiah Wedgwood, entrepreneur of his time, campaigner for social reform, and the original catalyst for change. And you've also heard, haven't you, our honorary graduate, Jasmine Sawyers, who's pushing the boundaries in her sporting career and using her talents and influence to support better, brighter futures for women and young people, a catalyst for change. And earlier, you heard from our Chancellor, Major Leveson Wood, catalyst for change, who's key to stress that Staffordshire is a place where his successes were made and where his dreams were made real. He clearly points out it was growing up in Staffordshire that gave him his sense of curiosity, his love of the outdoors, and that spirit for adventure. Now, whether you're entering the workforce, continuing your education journey, or making your own unique voyage of discovery, your world will be full of possibility because your future is bright. The future is bright for those who dare to dream big, break free from convention, believe in yourselves, and forge your own unique paths in life. Because graduating today is not the end of your journey, rather the beginning of a new one. As you move forward, remember the lessons that you've learnt. Cherish those friendships you've made, the experiences you've gained, and the knowledges that you acquired along the way. Tap into a future that improves people's lives, supports better futures, and creates positive environments for change. Yet, seek out new places of innovation, creativity and fun when you can be yourself, and yet realise your potential in your own unique way. Because you are our class of 2024. You have the power to drive forward significant change, advancing technology, promoting social justice, and environmental sustainability. Because together, I believe we can create a future that's inclusive, innovative, yet sustainable. But in a world full of noise and distractions, remember to always be kind and inclusive. It's part of our personality as a university, your brand identity and ours. And I encourage you to nurture and encourage this in others at the same time. Because, as the Roman philosopher, statesman and playwright Seneca once said, wherever there's human being, there's an opportunity for kindness. And as you step into a world, I encourage you to remain lifelong learners, because the world is constantly changing and evolving. And it's the ability to adapt and grow and change, as we've heard, which will be your greatest assets. Seek out new opportunities for self-improvement and continuous learning. But please stay in touch with your friends, and please stay in touch with the university. We would love to hear about your personal success stories to inspire the next generation of those students and graduates from the University of Staffordshire. As our alumni, you are ambassadors of this great institution. Carry the spirit of Staffordshire with you wherever you go. Yet contribute positively to your communities. Uphold the values we stand for and you stand for, and strive to make a better difference in the world at large. In a moment or two, I'll ask graduates who are able to stand and throw their caps in the air. Afterwards, we ask graduates to remain standing, and everybody else that can stand, please stand as the platform party leaves the hall, followed by the graduates. Now, as our grand finale, graduates, I invite you to stand. Throw your caps in the air, but wait for it on my countdown, please. Mindful of those around you and the Art Deco lights in this wonderful building. Guests, you're invited to make as much noise as you possibly can to celebrate the class of 2024. So on my countdown, please. 3, 2, 1.